Hello everyone, welcome once again to this channel. And like previously we have learned so much about the cactus, so today we will discuss its another part about the multiplication and management. So let's proceed further. So in the previous teaching we have known that what is cactus, and then like what are the important uses, okay, the characteristic, the important uses, and then even they have medicinal value, and even in the in the form of food also it was used. And we have known even about their classification according to the flowering habits and according to the growth habits. And we have seen some pictures also that I have posted. So, and even about the selection also we have gone through the selection, like according to the locality and according to the utility. So today we will learn the next part of cactus, that is multiplication. So multiplication, like it can be done even in cactus plant, that is by, here I have written 3 point, by seed, and second is by cutting or offset, and lastly is by grafting. So let's see the first one, that is by seed. So for the evolution of new kinds, the plants are raised from seed. Okay, so and this is very like a delicate type of propagation, or a delicate type of like multiplication. You have to take very like care. And then the seeds are grown in small pots, and then they are filled with a mixture of equal quantities of loam soil, leaf mold, and sand. And like you can see here in the picture, okay, the first two picture I have posed here is the seed, how the seed are planted in that moist soil. And this one you can see like it's start growing in a tray. Okay, they have planted here, and this one is a tray, okay, for nursery plantation. And then how it's germinating, then after it like it grow okay nicely, then they will shift it to the field. So a layer of crook up to 1/3 depth of the pot should be placed on the bottom, and the rest space of the pot should be filled with the mixture of what, of loam soil, leaf mold, and sand. And the seed be spread evenly on the surface and should be covered with a thin layer of soil. Okay, and then finally the surface of the pot should be pressed lightly. The surface of the pot should be pressed lightly. After sowing the seed, the pot should be placed in shallow trough containing water. It should be placed there, and in this way the soil should be kept wet till germination take place. So it should be like kept wet, the tray, it should be kept wet till the germination take place. Okay, when it start taking germination, then you have to see after that, then you can replant it in another bigger pot, or you can plant it in the another field. Okay, I mean in the field. So that is about the seed. And second is by cutting or offset. So by cutting, you understand that you have to cut. So here I have given example. You can see the third, okay, the third picture. You can see here one person is cutting the top portion. Okay, it's cutting the top portion. So cutting or offset are best grown in spring. In the spring season, they are best grown, like the cutting part of the cactus, because during spring the callus is quickly formed in cut portion. Like the growth, it's very, like the growth is very fast when you do the cutting in the this one spring season. Okay, due to more sunlight. So you have to know it's because of more sunlight, that's why there is a quickly like the callus, it becomes like it began to form. Okay, it began to like form in that cut portion. Okay, it started like new growth start in that cut portion. And the rooting may take place without callousing also, and cutting are separated from the mother plant. Okay, cutting means separation from the mother plant. They cut with what? With a sharp knife, and one placed on a clean paper in the sun for about 1 hour. You have to keep it under the sun in a clean paper for how long? For 1 hour or so, until the cut portion is dries up and are planted in a mixture. Again, mixture. Okay, mixture composed of equal quantities of sand and leaf mold with a few pieces of charcoal. Okay, so the pots should be placed in shade, not in the direct sunlight. You shouldn't place in the direct sunlight, but you should place it under the shade, and light watering. Okay, ज़्यादा watering की ज़रूरत नहीं है जब आप इसको perform करते हैं cuttings को. And then you have to do light watering. Okay, light watering, and then the cutting should be sprayed. Okay, जहाँ पर cuttings हुआ है उसको daily spray करना है, once or twice in a day. Okay, once or twice in a day or the first few days to minimize the shrinking of cuttings, ताकि वो shrink ना हो जल्दी. So you have to keep that in mind. And the third one is by grafting. Okay, oh yes, for example, like the variety which is done mostly for cutting, they are like Echinopsis multiplex and Rubicia hangi. Okay, they are like mostly like cuttings are mostly performed in this type of cactus. Here also you can see in the picture, okay, how like the cutting is done. Okay, the cutting is done, and then how it is like another shoot, it's like joined on top of this. Okay, another like stem is joined, right? You can see here, right? So this is one example. Now we'll come to the last point, that is by grafting. So by grafting in cactus, the cactus are readily and conventionally propagated by grafting. Like this is actually a very common practice that is done in the cactus. Okay, and then generally the cereus, that is the one of the example, cereus, cereus is used as rootstock for grafting. If the question comes that generally which cactus varieties is used for the rootstock, so your answer should be cereus. Okay, and the stock plant is cut at the right angle to the stem, just 4 to 5 centimeter above the soil level with a sharp knife. Here also you can see here, okay, you can see here like the example I have given here. This one, the picture of a woman cutting. Okay, I mean like they are cutting from the top portion. This is the example of cuttings. And then the third, that is on top, you can see here that a knife, like they are cutting like at the axis of this cactus, right? And then how after cutting, the fifth picture, you can see how they are planting it in a pot, right? So now the last two picture is of grafting. How one variety of this one of cactus, okay, is joined with another one, how they have cut it in this shape. Okay, they have cut it, and after that they join it. And if like to like how in other plants how used to do, they used to cover, right, from the outside, usko cover karte hain bahar se, right? दूसरे प्लान में अगर ग्राफ्टिंग करते हैं तो एक प्लान से दूसरे प्लान को कैसे ज्वाइन करते हैं, उस एरिया में जब ज्वाइन करते हैं उसमें कुछ कंपोस्ट भी मतलब लगाते हैं, उसके बाद फिर उसको कवर करते हैं किसी लाइट पॉलीथिन से ऐसे. लेकिन इसमें कवरिंग वाला नहीं है, लेकिन इसमें लाइक आप ये थ्रेड देख सकते हो. ओके, इस रस्सी को देख सकते हो कैसे इसको जोड़ रहे हैं, कैसे इन दोनों प्लान्स को जोड़ रहा है. So after that then this it will get joined, like it will be grafted. फिर जो last picture है कैसे वो join हो गया, and then after that like it get the nutrition from this cactus, okay, which has been joined to it. Okay, so this is one example of grafting. Okay, so scayon, after you cut, like this is the scayon, जो top portion है वो scayon part है. Okay, SCION. It's placed immediately on the flat surface of the stalk. तो जो नीचे part है वो stalk है. Okay, just imagine करिए कि ये जो नीचे वाला part है ना वो cereus है, cereus. फिर जो ये दूसरा है ये स्केयन है दूसरे ये कैलस मतलब दूसरे कैक्टस का. And after that it is joined, and then after that it is tied like this. Okay, and then like it will be united. Okay, the union take place within a fortnight or 3 weeks. ये 3 हफ्ते तक लगेगा. Like it will take 3 weeks, okay, for it to join. Okay, so there are also, like, apart from this, the other method of grafting are like wedge, wedge, inverted wedge, and pluck can be practiced. Okay, so the best timing for grafting is early summer. Okay, early summer में grafting बहुत best होता है. Okay, multiplication के लिए cactus में. And the graft should be kept in shade. Always remember, जब आप grafting करते हो उसके बाद आपको इस plant को shade में ही रखना है, छाँव में ही रखना है. Don't put it in direct sunlight. Okay, and light watering should be done. Okay, so these are some of the example of the multiplication. Now we'll come to the next. So now we'll come to the management. So all together there are almost 10 points. So here in this slide I have mentioned 5 points. So we'll learn about this 5 points right now. The first one is how to manage the cactus related to soil. So what soil type you need, how you should see what type of soil. Okay, so when the cactus are to be grown in soil, so the site should be preferably higher in order to ensure effective drainage. Drainage is really important. You have to see that. And though open sunny places are liked, but most of the cactus but these can also be grown in the partial shade. Like most of the cactus, they love sunny places or sunny area. Okay, but still you have to grow it in a partial shade. So soil should not be too much of moisture. Okay, जो soil है उसमें ज़्यादा moisture नहीं होना चाहिए. And thus a sandy soil is prefer over a clay soil. अगर sandy और clay soil है तो आपको sandy soil prefer करना पड़ेगा. Sandy soil is best for cactus cultivation. And next is related to the climate. So related to the climate, it need less humidity. जहाँ पर less humid area है वहाँ पर like best grown करता है. Cactus require less humidity. Some of them may be grown in a dry and semi-dry areas, and thus reduced humidity is needed for growing cactus successfully. Okay, so in reduced area of humidity, cactus is successfully grown. Okay, जहाँ पर less humidity है. And the cactus may be grown over a wide range of climatic condition. Like बहुत सारा range climatic condition का वो grow कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो first picture is about the soil. Okay, soil type that I have put here the picture, and this soil actually it's a mixture soil, like mixture of this one sand. Okay, sand and this one sandy soil. Okay, this is sandy soil. So, and it's a mixture, even I think it's a little bit of this one leaf mold also. And the second picture is you can see here cactus growing in winter season. Okay, these are winter season cactus. You can see the snowfall here. So it's just showing that they can grow, like there are so many varieties and they can grow in so many like in all season. Okay, but for that you have to see the varieties. And different like a wide range of climatic condition from temperate to tropical region, but the species suitable only. like ऐसा नहीं है कि एक species ले लिया तो वो पूरे season में मतलब successfully grow कर सकता है. No, if it can be a summer season also, summer season cactus, or it can be a winter season cactus. So you have to see that. So accordingly, but the species suitable for temperate region can be grown successfully. Okay, which can be grown successfully in the tropical region. Okay, and The frost and alternation of cold and wet, frosty and muggy weather are very harmful for this plant. Like, yeah, they can survive. Okay, they can survive, but still they can harm also. Okay, it can harm the cactus plant. And third is the varieties. So here you can see the picture. The third picture. Okay, it's there are so many cactus variety here. I have put this picture here so you can understand that there are so many varieties. There are nearly 5,000 kinds of cactus, okay, belonging to about how many 2,000 species in Cactaceae family. So some of them have become more popular as ornamental plant. Okay, like people love it as an ornamental plant, and they they plant it in their house only because it's a plant that hardly need moisture, hardly need irrigation, and it is really good to manage, like how you're gonna manage it all, and it depends on the varieties. So it is good. It is good. Okay, so some of them have become very popular as an ornamental plants, and more kinds are being added in this group. Okay, like in the coming days, like in every coming days, people or the scientists and all, they are discovering more and more varieties of cactus, and a large number of varieties are available to the like I said just now, like so many are available. Okay, a large number of varieties are available, and then some of them grow easily in the open, and other like require coal or heated greenhouse. Okay, some are like that. So some of the example are like a bonsai cactus, and then some are Corai panta, and then this one also Echinopsis. Okay, these are some of the varieties, and Opuntia olecitaceus. These are some important varieties. So now this is about the variety. Now next will come to the planting. So cactus should be potted in spring, that is at the beginning of their growing season. The slow growing species should not be repotted every year. ओके जो स्लो ग्रोइंग स्पीशीज है कैक्टस का, उसको बार बार रिपोर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए हर साल में, ठीक है, क्योंकि कोई कोई आप रिपोर्ट करते हो या फिर उसमें मतलब फिलिंग करते हो उस पॉट में, लाइक डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कंपोस्ट एंड ऑल यू फिल देयर, ओके, so and then you plant it in another pot, like ये pot खराब हो गया, so you want to repot it in another, okay, so that should be avoided, okay, especially जो slow growing cactus है. So it is especially important that only clean and porous pot should be used. Okay, ये भी ध्यान में रखना कि वो जो pot जो आप use कर रहे हो ना, it should be a porous pot. Okay, जिसमें there should be holes and all. Okay, it should be porous, and then it should be clean. Okay, and the drainage hole should be covered with crocks and a layer of coarse sand so that superfluous water can drain away easily. So these are some points, and then I'll mention about the mixture. Okay, which composition of the potting mixture should be filled in the pot. Okay, that I'll give you in the notes. Okay, in that it comes sand, leaf mold, and then old lime, bone meal. Okay, कितना bone meal आपको डालना है, 1 teaspoon. How much of this ordinary garden soil, 1 part. Okay, and then how much of this wood charcoal, like 2 part, I say. So these are some like जो composition है वो आपको notes में दिया जाएगा, I'll give you. So these are important of planting. Now we come to feeding. Okay, the last picture you can see I have put here, there is a person who is with a spoon is feeding something. So what is she feeding? The old soil, जो पुराना soil है, okay, like in which well rotten farmyard manure has been added, is the best. Okay, is the best. And brick thus should also be mixed to loosen the soil. And most of the species are very particular about the growing media. like most of the species are very particular about the growing media. Growing media means the the compost or what type of farmyard manure. Okay, so that should be kept in mind when you are filling, okay, when you are feeding. So these are some this is the first 5 point. Now we'll come to the next.